Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the video I teased last week. This is the video I was going to record when I found out the computer died. So welcome finally to this announcement video of the Fenrirock Fandom Tournament. For those who listen to the podcast or watch the podcast on here, if you don't, just please check it out. It's the Fenrirock podcast. It's a place I want to get going more. It's a fun place. But when I did the ChatGPT episode, something sparked within that episode, and I wanted to expound on it more. I had fun doing the death battles in ChatGPT, putting two people in random ass fandoms against each other. Mainly Goku versus Saitama. That one was awesome. I did Goku versus Superman. I did Vegeta versus Shadow. All those kind of fights. I had so much fun with them. I told myself, you know what I want to do? Actually, I said in the video too, like I want to do more of these. And then later I was like, you know what would be fun? A tournament. So that gave birth to the Fenrirock Fandom Tournament. Simple rules is going to be a bracket system. We're going to go over that shortly. And it's just going to be, I limited myself to 3 members of a franchise to the fight. So didn't go into like overload with Marvel heroes, didn't overload with DC heroes, into the whole Sonic universe, all that stuff. 3 people per fandoms. So first up, what's his name? What's his name? The combatants. What's his name? The combatants. And like I said, this is a terrible intro. It's the 3rd video I'm recording in a row. It's kind of hot, but it's okay. We're here to have fun. So this is all gonna be based on ChatGPT. It's not gonna be opinion based. I'm gonna have no influence on the fights other than typing in the prompts into the chat of GPT. So first things first, we're gonna have the Sonic universe. We're gonna have Shadow, Sonic, and Knuckles representing the Sonic universe. Then we're gonna go over to the Final Fantasy universe, and I decided to just keep it to FF7. It's the one I love the most. It's my favorite game of all time. We got Cloud, Tifa, and Sephiroth. I was gonna go Barret, but I wanted to throw Tifa in there. Then for the Dragon Ball universe, I want Goku, Vegeta, and Goku Black, my 2 favorite heroes of the show and my favorite villain of the show. And then some, not all are going to have 3. Some will only have 1. In this case, Kratos. Kratos is by himself. Same thing for One Punch Man. Saitama's by himself in here. Then we're on to the DC universe. Superman, Batman, and the Riddler. For those who don't know, the Riddler is my favorite DC villain. And then after that, we go off to Marvel. It was a little bit harder for me to pick Marvel ones. It was like I wanted to mix it up a little bit and kind of keep things a little interesting. Trust me, things are gonna get pretty wacky in here. So we have Spider-Man, Thor, and Green Goblin. Green Goblin's my favorite Spider-Man villain. Now here's actually no, Doc Ock is, but Green Goblin fit better for me. Now this is where I got little like, these are things I love, and I want to see individuals in here that don't make any damn sense. We got Dave Mustaine. For those who don't know, the main man of Megadeth, James Hetfield, the main man of Metallica, and I thought, you know, there's going to be people fighting to the death. Who makes more sense than Ted Nugent? So those are 3 guitarist-based fandoms. And then by himself from The Witcher, we got Geralt. He's by himself. Off to Pokemon, we got Mewtwo, Lucario, and Blaziken. Now, my favorite Pokemon is Rapidash. We actually have a full Pokemon ranking, but I've well established that Rapidash is my favorite. Where is my Rapidash? Probably fell under the bed. But yes, we got those 3. They made sense to me, and this is cool. And then we're off to the Legend of Zelda universe. I just have Link and Ganondorf, kept it simple there. Then off to the Mario universe, we got Mario, Luigi, and Bowser. Then I feel like putting in something a little over the top could dominate the tournament. We don't know. We're going to find out. I have Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla. Why the hell not? Then off to Dark Souls land. I got Solaire and Gwyn. Just because I love Solaire. Everyone knows Solaire is my favorite character in the whole franchise, and Gwyn's just Gwyn. Then sometimes thoughts just pop in your head, and I went, let's put some dynamic duos in here. So I got Rhett and Link, and then Ian and Anthony. Who knows? I could picture, like, I hope ChatGPT doesn't have these people get squished. If they like pull some shenanigans out their butt and find some crazy way for them to win, that'd be great. I might find a way to make things even. Like, maybe, I don't know. Well, leave suggestions down below for ways to kind of even the fights. Like, or I just let it appear. No, I don't want to screw it up too much because that can influence things. Just gonna let it go. Then we're off to the Mortal Kombat world. I got Sub-Zero, Raiden, and Scorpion. Then we'll just Samus by herself. Then we'll just make some more Animus. We got Guts. We got Alucard. Off to the Assassin's Creed. I picked 3 of my favorite assassins. I actually picked my 3 favorite assassins. Alucard, Ezio, and then Edward Kenway. For those who don't know, Black Flag was my entry drug, and I cannot wait if the freaking rumors are true of the remake of that, or at least something with that. Oh wait, I read it wrong. Ezio, Edward Kenway, and Eivor. I read Alucard again, I think. But yeah, Ezio, Edward Kenway, and Eivor. I love Valhalla, obviously. Then we went to, I decided, let's put bands in here that would do battle. So, who makes sense? Amon Amarth makes sense. You know who else makes sense when it comes to wars? Sabaton. And last but not least, people who actually did do battle, Deathclock. And then the most feared competitor, the one no one will ever take seriously but will demand respect in the battlefield, Kenny. Let's look at the brackets. All right, we broke up into two different tiers. We have Fenrir, and then we got Rock, the two different leagues of this. So round one, each video, the first video is going to be round one from the Fenrir League, and the second video will be round one from the Rock League. And same thing with round two. We're going to do one video that wants to the quarterfinals. We'll play it by the seat of our pants. We'll see how long things go. This could take a while. We'll see how things go. So round one, there's some good matchups, and there's some wacky matchups. There's going to be wacky matchups in this kind of style of tournament. When you have, I also, by the way I selected the rounds was I put them all on a wheel, spun the wheel for random matchups. Okay. So round one, we have my favorite villain, Goku Black, fighting my favorite hero, Spider-Man. That one's going to be interesting. See how broken ChatGPT makes Spider-Man? That or Goku Black is going to eviscerate him. Then we have Solaire versus Knuckles. I love Solaire. Knuckles doesn't chuckle, so that's going to go down pretty bad, I believe, for my boy Solaire. Then we actually have a good matchup. Godzilla versus Bowser. That one should be fun. And then we have Luigi versus Mewtwo. Now, granted, Luigi can win if we're playing Smash Brothers, but this isn't Smash Brothers, so Luigi gonna die. Then we have the Deathclock versus Goku. Who knows? Deathclock survived some crazy things in Metalocalypse, so we'll see how that goes. Then we got Superman versus Kratos. I mean, Kratos could hold his own if Superman holds back, but if Superman goes off, we know how things are going to go. And then we have Ganondorf versus Link. And his buddy Rhett. And then we have Geralt versus Eivor. That one should be good, I do believe. Then we go back to another assassin, Edward Kenway versus Cloud. I love you, Edward, but Cloud's my favorite video game character, so you're boned. Next up, we got Scorpion versus Lucario. That one should be good, I do believe. Then we have, actually, this is the matchup I'm actually excited for. The real Link versus Guts. I think that one's going to be good. And followed by Thor versus Mario. Moving on to the Rock bracket. The Rock round one. We got Ian and Anthony versus the Green Goblin. We'll go on from there. Then we got Ted Nugent versus Sub-Zero. Now, you may go quick to the gun and say Sub-Zero's going to wreck him, but Ted Nugent's got his guns, and Ted Nugent's also a psychopath, so we'll see how things go. Then we got the Riddler versus Tifa. Now, I love the Riddler. He could mess with Tifa's mind, confuse her, do some crazy things, or Tifa's just going to dolphin kick his ass into space. Then we got Raiden versus James Hetfield. Two masters of electricity, in a sense. I love you, James, but Raiden's going to shock your ass. Then we have Ezio versus Amon Amarth. I mean, if Ezio gets discovered fast enough, they could just gang up on him and beat him to death, so we'll see how that goes. Then we have Blaziken versus Batman. I'm not giving him prep time, by the way. I hate that argument with every fiber of my being. Oh, Batman would win with freaking prep time. I love Batman, but I hate that argument so damn much. Anyone can win with prep time. Then we have Sephiroth versus Sabaton. He's just going to go frunk and the whole band's dead. We'll see how that goes. Then Shadow versus Mechagodzilla. That one could be cool. When I did Shadow versus Vegeta in ChatGPT, he didn't let Vegeta go all out, so maybe Shadow won't go super. He might not have to go super. We'll see. We got Alucard versus Gwyn. That's fun. Then my man Dave Mustaine versus Sonic the Hedgehog. That's going to go real bad. And then we have a rematch, in a sense, from ChatGPT when I did Goku versus Saitama. This time it's going to be Vegeta versus Saitama. I don't think Vegeta's going to be as forgiving as Goku was in that fight. But we'll see how that goes. And then it brings up the final fight of round one of Kenny versus Samus. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now, those guys are gonna, whoever wins those fights, go and move on to round two. Same thing in the quarterfinals. Now, the difference is the semifinals, because I did 48 fighters, it actually ended up being, it's gonna be a 3 fight. Instead of 1v1, it's gonna be 1v1v1 for the semifinals, then going back to a one-on-one for the championship. So stay tuned for the Fenrirock podcast as we begin in the Fenrir tier, or whatever you call the damn legs of freaking conference, whatever you want to call them in the tournament. Fenrir round 1 will take place coming soon, so get ready for the Fenrirock Fandom tournament. This is going to be fun and insane. I love you all so much. Roll it out, Fenrirock of the outro crew people. Words! I'd like to thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Next to me, you'll see 2 videos available along with channels you can subscribe to. If you want to support me directly, go down below, click the join button, join the Fenrirock clan. All 3 tiers have perks. Check out the perks. If you want to support me directly, I have merch. Check out the links below for merch like this shirt and also the hat you guys saw me. As always, name's David. You can call me Fenrirock. Thank you so much. Take care.